Hello and welcome to another cryptocurrency update. So I had a couple of emails and people saying, I don't really understand charts and that kind of thing. Well, charts are explained first of all in the DVDs. Secondly, if you're new to it and you haven't come across charts before, it's not exactly rocket science, okay? It's like, this is stuff we did in school. There, down the bottom, there's the timeline. Up the right hand side, there's the price. Each of these little up and down pegs is a week of action. And that's just like you can see the naked eye, the trend of things. We have this blue line added, which is like a kind of line in the sand. It's like 40 weeks. Above is good, below is bad. Charts are reality. Charts are how we're going to navigate this thing successfully and cut through all the bullshit that is out there and is going to be out there about what's working, what isn't, when you should get into cryptocurrencies and when you shouldn't, and when you should just hold off. Okay, so that's why we're looking at the charts every week. And we'll continue to do so throughout this entire thing that is only in its early days and still playing out. The big story being the blockchain technology itself. We keep looking at Bitcoin all the time because it's kind of like a benchmark in the whole thing, but that's all. So here's where Bitcoin is right now, and should you add, should you hold, should you buy, should you stop buying or sell or whatever. Well, so here's, you can see the big run up here that began early 2016 really, and then really took off in 17, as you know. Big blow off happened at the end of last year, and then it's been sort of consolidating ever since. And the trouble with what's happened lately is it's now got itself into a real downtrend and cut below this 40-week moving average here, which is a key indicator we look at. But it is trying to stage a comeback. It got below this psychological kind of round number here at $10, and I was wondering it was going to stay below, but it's trying to make a comeback. So what it does next will be very important. Let's home in on a short-term version of the chart we've just seen. Ignore these curly lines for a second, the red and the blue line for a second. Just focus on this as 1 day at a time of action. And let's see if I can draw a line to touch these points in the top here. We'll be able to see, is it still in this? What I've done here is a trend line, and we can see. Let's draw a trend. If we can connect 3 points, then we've got ourselves a trend line. And here's the one I was looking at most recently, about 3 points touching about there, you see. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and so then it's got itself into this trend. If it could get back above that line here, then that downtrend would be broken. But as you can see, despite this optimistic and still playing out counterattack, it's still not above that line. We need to see Bitcoin back above 13, 14 before we make another play on it. And all other cryptocurrencies are kind of in a similar boat. Although let's look at with my Stockfolio app here. Let's look at some of these. Ethereum, you can see that it's a similar sort of story to Bitcoin right there, which is a kind of the more commercial application of crypto. Ripple, similar story, sort of grinding down below its moving average there. Litecoin, similar sort of story. Stellar, which is one we've identified sort of a while ago there, you can see this is kind of hanging in there. Bitcoin's not the only cryptocurrency, and it's bouncing off its 200 day and actually looking quite healthy. So if it wasn't trading anything, it'd be that one. Dash is one I haven't been impressed with, and you can see why. It's just doing the same sort of thing. KuCoin here is this artificial intelligence story that I really like. And this one seems to be just grinding sideways. I'm not going to give us the chart. But it's grinding sideways, so at least it's not going down. And Neo, that one again is kind of sideways, similar sort of story. EOS is actually, we identified this one around here, had a big sort of blow up there, and then it's sort of hanging around at the sort of entry level where I mentioned this one. But most of all, this is not in a downtrend, it's sideways to up, if anything. So remember, Bitcoin's not the only thing, but it's the thing, the benchmark we look at, and charts are how we're going to work our way through it all. But right now I would say it's regarding Bitcoin at least, I would add to positions like the one we just saw there, but yeah, Bitcoin itself is still in a downtrend, and until it gets back above that, really, and with moving averages the position we're in as well, it's hard to see Bitcoin not having some kind of major or just keep going further down. So that's right with that, and I'll speak to you next time.